Welcome back to Cards and Comics. Today I have a very exciting 90s box break for you guys. I can't really contain my excitement. I'm really pumped because this is 1998 Fleer Retro, which has some of the best looking autographs. Just cool product.
This set has some really cool inserts. We'll go through them: Big Boppers, Groovy Kind of Glove, New Frontier. But the big one that I wanted to point out was Quantum Leap. In the video, you won't hear me talk a lot about it, but Quantum Leap is a really cool insert, and it's really low numbered, I think out of 50. So we'll go through each of them. Yeah, you can see right here. The Quantum Leap are die cut, foil, numbered to 50. There was also Babe Ruth legendary cuts, and then obviously the Sign of the Times, the Big Boppers out of 500, and New Frontier. Now, when you go through the checklist, it's really the checklist that matters. Obviously, is the autographs. So, but the Quantum Leap, again, being numbered out of 50, are very expensive cards, and I've never seen a Frank or a Griffey in real life. So, pretty tough card. So those are cool chase cards. Autograph wise, we go down. There we go. Sign of the Times. All right. So Al Kaline, Bob Feller, Bob Gibson, Ben Grieve, Brooks Robinson, Carlton Fisk. You can see a lot of them are out of 300, so there are short prints in the set. Banks, Eddie Matthews, Frank Thomas. That Frank Thomas is actually the player from the 1950s, not the current Frank Thomas or the Frank Thomas during this time period. Gary Matthews Jr. and Sr., Gaylord Perry, Jose Cruz. Ken Griffey Jr. is a super short print out of 100. That's why that card's worth so much. Kerry Wood, Kirby Puckett, Lou Brock, Paul Konerko, Russell Branyan. The Kerry Woods out of 200, that's another super short print. The Tony Gwynn's out of 200. The Yogi Bears out of 150. So Tom Seaver out of 300. Tom Seaver doesn't have a ton of autographs. So that's a cool chase set. There's a Nolan Ryan. So it's just a lot of good autos. I'd say this is probably one of the best auto selections in the 90s. And then obviously you had the Babe Ruth cut. So just a really cool set. Great design.
Now, before I get into it, I just want to say, I'm going to start kind of rating my excitement pre and post box break. So today I'm going to give this a solid 8 for pre-box excitement, and then we'll see what I read it at the end of the opening. I will say this is a Travis Lee box, so it's not a Griffey box. It's also got a pretty nice sizable dent here. You can see it had a price tag of $74.99 here. And then I think there's another price tag somewhere. Yeah, $79. So it's been priced multiple ways, multiple times. But it's a cool product. Now, this is one of the products from the late 90s that I did open, but never a full box. I would go and get a few packs at the LCS in Tulsa, Oklahoma. I remember opening a few of these and loving the base cards and just loving this product. Now, I have still a little bit of a cold coming back from Washington, D.C. I was on planes, trains, and automobiles to get there and around. So, hopefully you can bear with me and I don't cough or do something with my voice that's bad. But here we go. We're going to break this seal. Now, I'll give you guys a little bit of a kind of a heads up is I actually have 2 of these. I have a second one coming. Right, actually might be here. I haven't opened some of my boxes yet. So, depending on how this box goes, or I might just open a second one just for fun, but I definitely wanted to open this one. And given that it was Travis Lee and it had a giant dent in it, I felt like it was probably the easiest one to kind of open and kind of, I don't know, I won't say trash, but like if I was, say 15 or 12 or 15, I probably would have, taken this to school because it was so cool. So let's open this thing up. Never opened a box of these on my own. This is like the first time to see how this works. All right. All right. All right. Here. Oh, okay. That's what it looks like on the inside. Not as much packaging as I thought there would be. So let's take all the packs out. Yeah, I thought it'd be a little bit more contained because they just kind of roll around in that little insert. So Upper Deck spared very little expense to keep the cards safe. They just put a little insert in here, and I don't think there's anything else in here. But we can try not to knock the camera over while I get this out. And yeah, there's nothing else in there. You can see the bottom. So yeah, I'm not going to mess with that. It's nothing else. So I'll put Mr. Travis Lee aside, and we'll go and open up some products. So yeah, that's pretty cool. So I've got it safely over here. We have our 24 packs, never been opened, of Upper Deck Retro 1998. There we go. It's going to be fun. I hope I get an auto. I mean, it'll be fun either way. So we'll see what we get. But I remember I love the base set. It was like the base set reminded me of like a cross between like a lot of sets. It reminded me a little bit of 65. You know, it reminded me a lot of, you know, I would say, you know, 65 because it's a little bit flaggy, you know, I mean, if you take half of it. But, you know, just kind of a classic, cool look. And it wasn't just a retro, like a retread set. Topps does so many of these retro sets where they just take a design and just kind of redo it. It's kind of cool to do a set like this and see it kind of done new. Here's the back of the cards. No second photo, but that's cool. That's very old school. So we got two Hall of Famers right off the bat. Pedro. And here is a Futurama. Gary Matthews Jr. And that is a base card. And here is a time capsule of Tony Gwynn. That's a really cool looking card. Look at that. And again, some of these are numbered, some are not. I don't think that one's numbered, but and then the Brooks Robinson and the Larry Walker. So you get some old players too. But that is the first thing. I'll pull it out because they were pretty cool, even though they're 1 and 2. It's not like a super rare insert, but there we go. A time capsule. So yeah, this is like you know, just one of those really fun products. And again, you can get a Ken Griffey Jr. auto. There's all kinds of Hall of Famers, Bob Feller, I think Warren Spahn's in here. Just a lot of really good players. Pretty cool set. I'm not sure if there's a Jeter in this one or not, but well, I'll look at the list after I, you know, edit the video and kind of put the list together for you guys so you can see it. Chipper Jones, Vlad Guerrero, Adrian Beltre. So these kind of Futuramas are the rookies or the younger players. There's Andy Pettit and Ivan Rodriguez. Very cool. And I'm not sure, like, I think these, if they are numbered, are on the front. I'm pretty sure. That's how they used to do it back in the day anyway. For Upper Deck. I believe Upper Deck also did that printed and then not the stamp numbering. Remember they used to do like the printed on numbering. All right, Sean Casey. There's A-Rod. That would have been a cool, very cool card back in the day. Ramos Ramirez. Another time capsule. There is a Willie Stargell auto because I actually have this card autographed. So there's a Greg Maddux time capsule. Willie Stargell and J-Bell. And I love that Willie Stargell auto. It's probably my favorite autograph of Willie Stargell that was actually pack pulled. So I think it's just, you know, just really cool. I love the Griffey in here. The Griffey is a super short print. I believe the Griffey, actually I know, the Griffey in this set is a short print numbered out of 100 or stated print run of 100. So if we get the Griffey, that would be a really amazing hit if that actually did occur. So got Carl Pavano, Jim Parquet, Cliff Floyd, and Andrew Jones. I do like the fact that they have, excuse me, some headshots as well, because that's very, you know, like 60s baseball, right? Remember all those cards that got it? I had pose shots along with player, you know, headshots, and all that was very cool. I'm gonna take a little sip here so I don't cough. That made it, you know, this set kind of like cooler because it definitely had some retro looking photography. All right, wow, that's a cool one. Time capsule, Ivan Rodriguez. Player I collect. So there we go. We've hit 3 of them. Again, they're one every pack, so we should get like 12 of those. And that's a cool Cal Ripken Jr. Again, I like the kind of pose headshot mixed in with, you know, all the other kind of photos. It gives it, again, like the set says, very, very retro. Now, if there's autos in here, I don't know where the auto would be in the pack. I don't know if it would be right in the middle or at the end. Back in the day, you know, it was hard to tell. So there's a Mark McGuire, which would have been huge in 98. Uh-oh, here we go. Groovy kind of glove, I think. Yep, and that is A-Rod. No, I'm sorry. It's not A-Rod. I losing my mind, guys. That is Roberto Alomar. And that, such a cool insert, or such a cool looking card. I'm going to put it on a little sleeve. Just a cool card. Not as cool of a player anymore after the whole spitting incident, but, you know, such a cool card. Again, they made good inserts back in the day. This is why this set's so fondly remembered. And, you know, again, there's Tom Seaver and Gaylord Perry. I find it so funny they used a black and white photo of Gaylord Perry, who pitched, I think, longer than Tom Seaver at the time. So, just kind of funny for me, like, who they chose to use black and white photos of. Guys, they really didn't need to do that. Oh, there's a Derek Jeter. There we go. The captain. Great photo and card of him. A little early in his career. You know, 4 or 5 years in. Actually, what 3 or 4, actually. Yeah. Think of his rookie as being, you know, his 93, but I don't think he really started playing until around, 94, 95. All right. Randy Johnson time capsule. Very cool. Move on, and Charles Johnson. So we're hitting a lot of time capsules, so we're definitely probably hit our 12 of those. And we definitely hit a groovy kind of glove. I think we get maybe like 2 of those a box. There's some Futurama, Jenkins, Alex Gonzalez, Mark Grace, and Lou Brock. Now, obviously, you know, the chase set in here was, you know, the autographs. And again, I'm pretty sure that the numbered cards were all on front in the day. Hideo Nomo with the Mets. That's kind of interesting. Fisk, Troy Gloss. There's another time capsule. Canseco. And this is like the time period where Canseco was playing with from a different team almost every year, it felt like. Yogi and Damian Easley. Very cool. You know, hitting a parallel would be also cool too. You know, again, they have a parallel number out of 50, which, you know, that would be pretty awesome. I found this is really cool. So they did the Frank Thomas card at an Old Timers game. When in a Pirates Old Timers game. I think that's kind of unique. You know, not a really playing day photo. Dean Palmer, who's really good for a long time. Mark Kotze, Russell Branyan. There's Griffey. Now, could you imagine that card with that autograph on it? Now, I have this card autographed. I should have grabbed it, but I got home late from work and I just wanted to open the box. So I should have my props out, my cards all out here from the set that I have. But that's such a cool card. And that's the one that you want autographed because, again, that card is pretty severe short print. And Warren Spahn. I'm a big Warren Spahn fan too. He's from Oklahoma. I'm from Oklahoma, so both he and Stargell from Oklahoma. Mickey Mantle, a lot of good players from Oklahoma. Raw Mondesi, Jason Kendall, Hidalgo, Travis Lee, who is our box buddy, the guy on the box, Kennedy, and Jones. So we hit a base Griffey, which is cool. I'm always glad to hit the base Griffey. I was going to talk about the Frank Thomas. It's like, yeah, I think there's an autograph of Frank Thomas too, the veteran, not the actual player we would probably want to have, which was the guy for the White Sox. Barry Bonds. That's a cool photo. Racky, time capsule. There's our autograph. Oh, man. This would have been big in 98. Still pretty cool. So that's the Man Ram. We hit it. There it is, guys. Kerry Wood autograph right there. It goes right to the edge of the card. Look at that. Right to that edge. There we go. We hit the autograph. Oh, man. And then See the back, sign of the times. Woo! We did it. I mean, look, obviously you're trying to hit something like, that, that Griffey, but, this would have been a huge card in 98. Kerry Wood. This would have been big. And, he still has a lot of, collectors who love him. So I'm not, dissatisfied with that at all. I don't actually have that card, even though I have a few autographs besides Griffey in the set. So I'm cool to pick it up. This guy has an autograph in the set. I know for sure. That would have been the probably my number 2 pick, just because I don't have a Puckett autograph. So, but we got Mr. Wood, and that's still pretty cool. So let's see if we can get a some sort of parallel or something else, guys. There's still a lot of cool cards. There's our second groovy kind of glove. I'll put it on the bottom. We'll slow roll that so we can see. Maybe we get a Griffey or something. All right, who we got? We got Mike Piazza. Not too shabby. A little upside down action going on. Well, so far, I mean, I can't really ask for much better. I mean, if I get a parallel, that would be the next thing. But, this is, pretty good. Hitting the Griffey base, hitting a cool autograph. Because, again, you don't get an autograph in every box of these. You get one in every box and a half. So, you could have got skunked, and that would have been a lot worse than getting a Kerry Wood auto for sure. And that guy was amazing in 1998. So I think that just putting myself back in there. Oh, there's another one. Oh, there's a parallel. It's all coming so fast. Guys, it's all coming so fast. Okay. New Frontier, Jarrett Wright. Numbered out of 1,000. There you go. Numbered out of 1,000. This box is pretty cool. I mean, I'm not going to lie. I lived through a few boxes that were a little rough. Just having fun. I mean, opening these products are just like, so much fun. But this product has definitely got a lot more into it than a lot of stuff. And of course, it's 98. 98 is when things really took off in cards. So, we got parallels, we got autographs, we got cool inserts. I mean, 98, in my opinion, is the best year ever made. They ever made sports cards. Even though my favorite set's in 99, I think 98 is just, amazing. And our groovy glove is Almar Vizquel, which is a great glove, guys. So can't really argue with that selection. So there we go. Yeah, we're cooking right now, man. It's a really, really good box so far, in my opinion. It is because this could be far worse. Like we could be missing auto. We could have, even if we hit an auto, it could have been Frank Thomas, not the one you want. There's a lot of, I think Todd Walker's got an autograph. I mean, there's a lot of players that you may have not wanted. So I'm pretty sure I won't have much problem in Chicago getting rid of a Kerry Wood autograph, especially from a set like this. So, and we might still hit another, parallel or something. There's something coming up here. Okay. It's Gary Matthews, Bob Feller, Futurama, Eric Milton, and Time Capsule, Kerry Wood. It's a Kerry Wood box, guys, which would have been amazing back in 98. So, I mean, would have been cool. The Roger Clemens, the Blue Jays. Ah, man. Eddie Matthews. I think Eddie Matthews has an autograph in this set. I keep saying that. I mean, I'll flash it up early on. Everyone's going to be like, quit saying this guy's got an autograph in this set. We already know. But yeah, I think Eddie Matthews had an autograph in this set, which is kind of right at the end of his autographing ability. There's Albert Bell. Oop. So you definitely get a lot of time capsules, Erstad and Brad Fulmer. So I think right now we would only hope for maybe a parallel from the base set or something like that, from one of the other insert sets. Jeff Cirillo, Tony Gwynn. There's something coming up. So we'll kind of, it's number out of 500. So we'll see what that is. I think that's the big bopper. Craig Biggio, Jose Cruz. Who's it going to be, guys? Who's it going to be? Do you want to slow roll it? I think it's upside down. It's David. Move on. 393 of 500. Hey. He was a great player for a long time. Move on. It's just so weird how, like some of these guys just really just fizzled. And he was definitely one of those guys who just as soon as he left the Red Sox, it's like he lost his superpower. But Mo Vaughn was a great Red Sox. I think a lot of people now, go back and say, yeah, for that time period, what he was pretty awesome. All right, we got some Crime Dog action as our Devil Ray. Ricky Henderson as an A, which is, this time period, this is probably like the third time he was with the A's or something like that. 1, 2, 3. That's like the fourth time he's with the A's. There you go. AJ Hinch, Brad Fulmer, Nolan Ryan. I believe Nolan Ryan has an autograph in this set too. So, again, if you go through it, the autograph set, again, I got really into. I was just so excited to open this box. There's a lot of great autographs in this set. I mean, Nolan Ryan's in this set, Willie Stargell, King Griffey Jr., I think a Tom Seaver autograph in this set. I mean, we saw the Kerry Wood, we pulled it, so it's one of those, again, I think this is like one of those classic products that people just have grown to love more and more over the year. Mike Messina, Time Capsule, Jim Thome, and Quentin McCracken. So we're down to 4 packs. So maybe something is left, hopefully. And but yeah, it's a lot of fun. I'll do a recap and then kind of give you my overall rating. I rated it an 8 before I opened it, and I'll see how I feel after I've opened a box of this. And again, never opened a box of this ever in my life. Opened a few packs back in the 90s, but nothing like this. If I had the money back then, I would have loved to open like box after box of this. This has been so cool. And it looks like there's something coming up here, so I'm going to hide it. Got me a Bagwell, a Tino, a Vlad. I love that Vlad. It's a cool Vlad. Willie McCovey. We've got our Time Capsule, and what we got here? We've got a New Frontier Vlad Guerrero out of 1,000. There we go. I mean, they're not, they're numbered out of 1,000, and they got, photo on the back. They're not, the most beautiful cards in the world, but they're still numbered out of 1,000. And I would love a Griffey if there's a Griffey card in the set. I mean, just have a card, another cool card. But Vlad Jr. isn't bad. So there we go. We hit another number in the card. It's a third number card out of this product, which is kind of crazy. There's Albert Bell, Bob Gibson, Time Capsule, Marquise. Oh, there we got another one. Another one of those groovy cards. Ray Langford, Gary Sheffield, Time Capsule, Marquise Grissom. I saw the uniform. I thought may have been a Mariner. So is this going to be Griffey? Nope, it's going to be Mr. Bonds, which is not bad at all. Not too shabby. Not too shabby, guys. That is pretty cool. Groovy kind of glove. Mr. Bonds. Last pack magic, guys. Let's see if we can get one more. Can we get one more? I don't know. This box has been pretty good. Pretty good box. Frank Thomas on the back. Paul Konerko on the front. White Sox and White Sox. Eric Karros. I think it's not. I don't know if it's going to happen, guys. Matt Anderson. Kerry Wood. Jim Edmonds. And Mr. Frank Thomas. There you go. So we hit the Frank Thomas base card. So we hit the base cards we wanted. We always want to get the 3 if we got them. And we hit a lot of cool inserts. So let's go for the recap, and then I'll give you my overall rating of what I think this product is, which I'm sure you guys aren't going to probably too shocked at what you think I think this product is. We'll go through it. Because, again, it is just a cool product. It really is. Love it when you get all the you get all the inserts you're supposed to get. You get all the base cards. My 3 guys I collect. You got the base cards. I don't want to have to chase down their base card after I open a whole box. That is always, you know, always not fun for me. You know, after I open a box, I have to go and buy a $1 base card just to have it because I want it. All right, so we hit our three, you know, main guys I collect. So it's Frank Thomas, we hit the Derek Jeter, and then we hit the Ken Griffey Jr. So there you go. That's check mark there. Time capsule, we're supposed to hit 12, and I'm going to sort them all the right direction so they don't, so the OCD folks in the crowd won't be too upset. We'll see, did we get 12 time capsules? Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 time capsules, unless I'm missing one. Okay, 11. So we missed one, but that's fine. Hopefully we got something to replace it, like the Kerrywood Auto. Looking at time capsules, a very plain looking insert. There's a bunch of them. I mean, this is number 43, so probably like 50 in the set or something. I mean, I didn't hit, you know, I'm trying to think if I hit one of my main players. It looks like I hit Ivan Rodriguez, who kind of I collect on the side, but, you know, not one of my 3 top players, so that's a little disappointing. But, you know, I hit 11 of the 12. Now, groovy kind of glove, I thought it was, you know, cool. We hit 4 of those, so we got Roberto Alomar, Mike Piazza, which is cool. We hit Omar Vizquel and Barry Bonds. So the Barry Bonds was definitely cool. I love these cards. Look, in fact, I think these may even glow in the dark. I don't remember, but I think those are kind of those really cool inserts like that. Now we hit 2 of these New Frontier, numbered out of 1,000. Vlad and Jarrett Wright, which Jarrett Wright was a good pitcher for a while, but he's a Hall of Famer, so that's cool. They're numbered out of 1,000. We hit, you know, the big bopper, Mo Vaughn, which was kind of like the only player I'm like, eh. But, you know, I guess it could be worse. And then we hit the autograph. We hit the Kerrywood, 1 in every box and a half. So that's really amazing. I mean, glad we didn't get skunked on that, because that was really what you open the box for, is to get a chance at a big auto. And I'd say like that's right in the mid, you know, for the autos. You know, middle auto. So not low, not Frank Thomas, not the good Frank Thomas, but Kerrywood. Pretty cool. So overall, I still an 8. Still an 8. Obviously, if I hit one of the big autos, I pushed it a little higher. This proc will never be a 10, in my opinion, because it just doesn't have like rookies. It doesn't have, you know, the intrinsic, you know, things I look for, like refractors, or the number cards are pretty hard to get outside of the ones we hit. You know, like those are the kind of the basic number cards. So it's a proc where it's very auto centric. You know, really, you make it or break it on the auto, and you can even not get one. So that's sort of what keeps it at an 8. Even though in this box I hit one, and I know there's going to be dead boxes where you just don't hit an auto. So that brings it down to an 8. The auto checklist is amazing and one of the best checklists in the whole 90s. So that really what keeps it there. And it's a lot of fun. The cards are really cool. The inserts look nice. And it's just a lot of fun to open, and you get, you know, I got 3 number cards and an auto in a box. That's pretty good value. So again, it's definitely an 8. It will probably never get to a 9 or 10. Just because of those limitations. It does have a little bit, but it's a lot of fun, guys. I hope you enjoyed, you know, my box break. Stay tuned. There might be a part 2 as I, you know, get the other box either unpacked or sent to me, and I go through it, because, you know, this is a lot of fun. I may want to do it again. Let me know in the comments if you want me to open the second box of this, if you enjoyed it. You know, did you think it was an 8? You know, would you rate it something different? And I'll see you next time on Cards and Comics.